Hi, my name is Zainab, and today I'm going to take you on a little journey on why I decided to take an audience study course. I thought taking this class would be a great opportunity to learn more about audience research because in everyday situations, we are audience members in multiple different ways. As the media landscape changes, our lives become heavily immersed in the online social world. We are audience members whether we are watching TV, a live stream on Instagram, or watching YouTube videos. For that, I wanted to take this course with Dr. Strangelove as a way to learn the different ways people studied and observed people and their behaviors. Some of the things that I learned while taking this course is that audience research comes in all shapes and forms. There are multiple methods a person can conduct an audience research. Two that we learned were autoethnographic and audience study. Coding is a complex method but can really highlight important aspects of a study and help you find patterns and things that need deeper exploration. Another aspect that we learned was field notes and the importance of field notes and the idea that you can't always retain all the information if you don't write it down the moment the phenomenon happens. So now I'm going to talk to you a little bit about some of the takeaways from this class. So through doing my project, I learned that observing yourself and reflecting on things that you do can really tell you a lot about yourself and the choices that you make. By doing an autoethnographic study, I learned a lot about my own viewing habits and how my own observations, although very unique to myself, can reflect a universal experience. Through watching other people do their presentations, I learned that being an audience member can literally be anything and everything. I learned that even though we all experience things differently, we can have a shared experience. I personally love learning about what people did or what they observed, and the class is so multicultural and diverse that I learned a lot about subcultures like K-pop and drag. And lastly, I liked that we had the opportunity to do project and that the class wasn't solely based on writing assignments. One of the first things that I really wished we did more of was the hands-on activities that we did in class. For example, the coding exercise we did was a lot of fun, and it allowed me to communicate with the other members of my class, and that is usually really rare. It was a cool learning experience, and definitely doing more of those hands-on activities goes a long way. In regards to the reading, I would have personally liked to learn a lot more about audience research practices and how others conduct them. So maybe a little bit more theory, but not too heavy, if that makes any sense. I thought the learning space definitely impacted how I learned. The last class that we were in was definitely my favorite. I thought it was really cool because we weren't all sitting in one direction and facing the professor and him just teaching us. I like that we were facing one another and that we had opportunities to look at one another and actually have a conversation with the rest of the people in class. Nonetheless, I really did enjoy the class and I wouldn't take anything back. I honestly thought everything with the space, with the professor, it kind of really all built a different atmosphere, and it was a very different experience than any of the other fourth year classes that I've ever taken. So for that, I really do commend Dr. Strangelove for allowing us and giving us that atmosphere to learn and to learn from one another. And that was another aspect that I really loved, was through the presentations, I really got to learn a lot about my classmates and about what they were doing, and that was one of my favorite parts about the class too. So yeah, thank you for a great semester, and I really look forward to maybe taking another class with Dr. Strangelove.